5, 4, 3, 2.
Are you guys ready up there? Okay, just give me a second. All right. All right, quiet on the set.
Doing that again. Hold on.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Are you guys ready up there? Okay, just give me a second. All right. All right, quiet on the set.
Me? Everybody give me a 9 if y'all can hear me. I'm going through technical difficulties. Everything shut down on me. I'm sitting going through, man. I'm like, what's happening with the thing, man? I'm going to switch 2 computers. Right back when we saw. All right. Let me see. And you know, all right, y'all do hear me. All right, and in the sake feminine, she come up in here, she act like ain't nothing happening. Okay, all right. Man, ain't you here? Let me see. Let me see if it works. Even my countdown wasn't, but I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad everybody, y'all.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Are you guys ready up there? Okay, just give me a second. All right. All right, quiet on the set.
Ow, peace and blessings of the both side of balance, omniverses, multiverses, tri-verses, dual verses, and universes be upon you all in earshot and eye shot of the God. It's your friendly neighborhood Pharaoh Rise and Chef C's Dwamu Tefa Moon, and welcome to another episode of Revision Radio, where we seek, analyze, and break down right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding, right thinking, right reasoning, and right action from the third eye point of view. What you mean stay down? What you mean stay calm? Mama said stay calm. Stay calm. Yo, we good. What's happening, family? How y'all doing? Yeah, man, we got a busy schedule today. And then, of course, in the last second, everything just started. You know, them 6 ether forces. My nose has been chipping. You know, it's been hot. So I'm going to get dry and all that. So, no, I'm not messing with that white horse. None of that. But, yo, yeah, you know them 6 ether forces, we've been cracking the code, y'all. You know, we've been terraforming. We've been terraforming the planet. You know what I'm saying? Things is kind of getting different. You know, I was trying to tell them before, you know, we moving on a different energy. We move between the tick and tock of the clock, but, you know, it's not about doing those commercials. You know, just, I remember that the old Jamaican joint? What's the joint? I'm too experienced to be taken for a stroll. Oh, I'm too experienced for someone to rock and I can't hit that note. Roll. I'm too experienced to be taken for a ride. And I know it's not my foolish pride. That's what I'm saying, y'all. You know, blessings upon the thought, blessings upon the Bab Yanun, blessings to the Pasalafu for the beautiful doctrine of Wusabat, Wunwap, blessings to the families, man, to the ancestors and the Damam Muisar that have sacrificed and prayed, and the prayers of our mothers, and fathers. You know what I'm saying? For this blessed and dreadful day and time of the coming of the Lord. That's where we at, right? So yeah, we are in the midst of waiting for the brother to come through. The God, Mr. G. Yo, so we get the look at my pen at. Now I gotta write this question there. All that stuff I was sitting there talking. Y'all better tell the people to come through. Mr. G just hit me. I just sent him the email. He coming through, y'all. It's going down. Yeah, buddy. Uh-oh. You ready, God? I can see you. You hear me? All right. All right, family. Make sure y'all listen. Make sure y'all share this. Call the peoples. Mama sharing the link. All right, we going down. We going down. God, you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Oh, beloved, round back, beloved. Peace and blessings of the Most High.
Round
Of the
back.
boundless omniverses, multiverses, triverses, dualverses, and universes be upon you, beloved. What up, God? How you been?
Yo, first of all, I want to apologize to your listeners and your followers, my brother. This traffic in Flatbush is crazy.
Oh my
It's
God.
crazy. And I left my phone at the spot, so I couldn't reach out to nobody. So when I got here and I got your messages, I'm like, okay, we lit. We connected.
You heard what I was saying? I was like, yo, you all right?
Yeah. I appreciate the concern.
Yeah, first and foremost, listen, we can always reschedule. I wanted the last time I seen you, y'all was breaking out, going in the highway, and I'm like, damn, what's going on? Are they all right? The God is all right.
Now, last time you see me, I had just got blessed with some food.
I ain't even telling people about all that. I ain't even go
one-stop shopping.
Yeah. So we met up yesterday at really at FDMG Academy at Dr. Umar's school. We went up there and met up with the guard, and he hit me on when he said, we on our way out there. He wanted some food, but I was like, nigga, I ain't cooked. I ain't got no food on deck. But I got some drinks. I can hit you with the drinks.
Yo, but the good thing is, like, when I saw you at the festival and I found out that you guys was in Delaware, it's no way in hell I'm ever going to Delaware without connecting with you guys.
I already know that. I already know. Once we already know that. It was like, all right, cool. That's what it is. But I'm on my way up there. I'm hitting you. I'm like, all right, cool. We here. You know what I'm saying?
Please tell your Empress I said hello, man.
She on that
food she hooked up for us yesterday was crazy. Look, my boys they don't even eat how they supposed to be eating. Was like, yo, I'm not eating nowhere else in Delaware besides with my man wife. I like that food was off the chain. Yeah. She blessed us big time.
God, that's crazy.
I got the pictures to prove it.
We got the pictures. We got a before and after of the trays. We got befores and afters. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so listen. First of all, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Blessing us with your presence because
I've been trying to get on your platform for a minute, man.
I'm a baby. I'm just trying. I like it's quality over quantity. That's how we move.
Yeah, and when you said that, it really meant a lot to me. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. But you represent you a major cog in our story, and a shift in a paradigm of the health consciousness of the planet, specifically the Black planet, but the planet in general. You know what I'm saying? With your journey, now you come on, God, because like we bear witness. I don't know, man. We bear witness to Sebi as Dr. Sebi as somebody that was sent from the ancestors. And that whole story. And I say Sebi, when I say Sebi, I'm incorporating Ma'a, the Usha village of Usha. So I'm incorporating that whole family unit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying Sebi, but I'm talking it's that whole.
I like that. I like that you said that because a lot of people when they say Sebi, Sebi was just the voice. He tell you himself. I'm just the one who talks shit all the time. Ma'a, Annette Thomas, these are the ones who did all of the footwork while we know who Dr. Sebi is. So I like the fact that you mentioned them.
Well, that's official because I'm just a nigga who talk shit all the time. My wife, she the one who, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Same setup.
I understand the science. Like,
same setup.
That's just what it is, because the goddesses work in darkness. They like to be behind the scenes, and they just working their magic. The
real ones though.
Yeah.
Rahubat, peace and blessings, beloved.
Yeah, that's the goddess right there.
Hey, Gwen. Oh man, thank you for yesterday. Anybody who fills my soul with food the way you did yesterday, because you didn't feed my body, you fed my cells and my soul. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate being able to serve my family, who's on the front line, doing this beautiful work, so much love and respect right back to you. And we're
right
always
back at you, sis.
We're always going to make sure that Ma'a is honored in this space, and especially wherever Dr. Sebi's name is mentioned, because as I always say, I was raised by the mother, not by the father. I never knew Sebi. I never met Sebi. I never spoke to Sebi on the phone. but I was with my aunt during her
Mm-hmm.
time of transition, you know, when it was just
Yes.
me and her, and I got to experience her
Mm-hmm.
on an intimate level, you know, as the goddess and the healer
Mm-hmm.
that she is, and knowing the background stories and the instrumental role that she played in her and Sebi's journey, you know, and always wanted that part of the story to really get the light that
Mm-hmm.
that it deserves. But you know, we respect the fact that it took the both of them for them to create this thing that they gave to us.
That's right.
Yes.
So I'm
That's
here.
a
I'm
fact.
always
And
in
now
the
we're gonna be
background.
all right. Now we're gonna talk about that my connection today. I never really talked about this in public, but we gonna break it all down. Whatever you
Exclusive.
allow me to say.
Beloved, whatever you put the clamps on yourself. This is a smoking section. We want all the smoke.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
This
Let's
is not
do it.
as we say, Tim Khafuf. We no fear. You know what I'm saying? Jawev Maspati
Okay,
Alahaj.
cool,
And it's a big language. That means no fear. Tim
Mhm.
Khafuf. We don't have no fear. It's whatever. We gonna roll with it. And that's it, man. Because everybody wants the truth until they knock on the door.
Yeah, because usually when I'm on platforms, I get told what I can say, what I can't say. So to be able to speak freely, I mean, that's a blessing.
Is that what it is? Because I thought you just had to you just kept filters on yourself. Because I seen you on a few spaces. It was like a lot of people don't know.
Yo, bro,
go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm always talking, but I was just gonna say, like people don't know, like my wife was one of the reasons why my eye had to come out and start talking. Because she refused to do it for her. My eye called her and asked her to step out there to set the record straight. My wife was like, "No, Ma, you got to do this for yourself. You have to do this.
Too.
You have. This is your time. This is your time to come out and stake your claim. Like this is yours." And so she had to get out.
That sounds like Charlemagne. That sounds like Charlemagne the God. When I was telling him, "Yo, can you promote my book on the Breakfast Club?" He was like, "Nah, G, you got to come yourself and promote it." So
that's it. That's what you got to do.
To my man, the God.
Yeah, because you have to again conquering the fear, conquering the jitters. Yeah. Even this, I talk, but I got to do prayer, meditation, visualization. I got to put my mind in a certain place to get out here.
Man, but you a rapper. This is nothing for you. You like, I see. That's how I met you. You lit up. I forgot what talent show it was.
That was King Simon spot at the college.
Yeah. Oh, wow. How long ago was that?
That was a minute. I did that the old Brooklyn joint. I did that. That was when yeah. Casanova.
I was like, who the hell? I was like, who the hell is this? So I like, yo, and I don't even think I knew Dr. Sebi then, or did I? Or was I?
Yeah, you did.
I was with Doc already.
Yeah, you did that for some time. But we kept seeing each other throughout the years, though. We see each other throughout the years because we was always at the festivals. My wife the International African Art Festival. We did every year. We've been going there for years.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we would constantly see everybody. You know, that's when she'll see my aunt every year. My aunt would come through with her big giant hats, sneaking in like nobody could see her. You know, looking like Carmen Sandiego.
She did that at my mother's funeral 2 years ago.
Wow.
I'm in the side, and you know, I spoke to Sasai, told Sasai what happened. They called me, you know, gave me my condolences, and I told them, look, my mom is gone physically, but she's still here. We celebrate the life that she led, that she lived. So I'm on the side with my brothers, and everybody looking in the corner. Who's this big hat that nobody know? And from the time I looked over there, I was like, that's my eye. So I went over to her, and I was like, thank you for coming. I really appreciate this. And she was like, no, it's not about me right now. I just wanted to let you know that you was family. That's why I'm here. Because you know, she don't leave her house. So to see her at my mom's funeral, like that really meant a lot. She done stepped up a level in my heart that day.
Absolutely,
like, you know,
absolutely. That's huge. Yeah, so, if you know my eye, you know it's huge.
Especially if you know she don't go nowhere.
She stay in that little cubby. She be sitting there doing her consultations, and that's about it, beloved. That's, you know, so yeah, that's
official. So one of the first questions I asked Dr. Sebi, I was like, yo, Doc, what got you into all of this herbs and stuff? And he was like, Well, when he met my aunt, he was still eating chicken, rice. He had bought her some food. No, he didn't bring her. I'm gonna rewind. He met this girl who was working at Martin Luther King Hospital, and he was going to see her, but she didn't go into work that day. So my aunt was filling in for her. So since she wasn't there, Sebi was like, you know what? I ain't gonna waste this meal. Hey, pretty lady, would you like to eat this?
Ain't that something?
And my aunt was like, I don't eat meat. And you shouldn't eat meat either. So they dating started with what should he eat, and they started going to Mexico. So they learned healing together, and a lot of people don't know that. Like Sebi was just Fred when he met my aunt. She was the one who pointed him in the right direction, and then a friend of his called him and told him that it's a Mexican in Mexico named Alfredo Cortez. He was in Cuernavaca, Mexico, that can heal Sebi from his impotence, schizophrenia. He was obese. He was able to heal them. And the ironic thing is, the guy name was Alfredo. His name started with an A and ended with an O. When I met Sebi, he told me he's been waiting for me for 30 years. He said he was waiting for somebody whose name started with an A and ended with an O. So everybody who come into his life means something, and he don't let nobody in his circle if his ancestors don't guide him first.
Yeah, that's official. That's official. Yeah, that's deep. Now a lot of people don't know that. They don't know that they started that journey together, and and that he was in a sickly physical when they started, and then they started to basically heal. They started to take in, and that's how they learned. He was the first, healed himself first, beforehand. Yeah, that's official though. When did you learn about that? When did you learn about Sebi?
Yo, you know what's so funny? I live 4 miles away from Dr. Sebi in Honduras. Drove by his crib all the time.
Wow.
I've been inside of Usha doing photo shoots with a friend of mine named Onyx, who's a model. Did a photo shoot by the thermal waters. Had no idea who Sebi was. I did a photo shoot for Lauren Green. Her name is Lauren Vanderpool. They call her Queen of Green. I did a photo shoot for her inside of Dr. Sebi's kitchen. She was trying to get me to meet Dr. Sebi, and I was on my bullshit. I was like, if he don't look like you, if he don't look like you, I don't want to meet him. And I'm looking at him through a glass house, but I didn't know who this man was.
Wow.
I didn't find out about Dr. Sebi until my sister was ill. So I'm like, I need to find somebody.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Somebody try to call me now.
You back. You hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Okay, we can hear you perfectly. We hear you. I'm gonna tell you. Let me see. Or somebody try to call you on the back. Oh, look.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. Go to the private chat. Private chat. Look at the read the private chat.
Should I leave and come back in?
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
Do that. Yeah, that's cool. All right, y'all. Listen, man. Y'all gotta share. Y'all gotta spread this, man. This is huge, y'all. We got Mr. G here, the author of My Journey with Dr. Sebi. He was Dr. Sebi's videographer. He walked with Dr. Sebi for years. Dr. Sebi referred to him as his bridge. So anybody that wanted to talk to Dr. Sebi, they had to get approval from Mr. G. So we're gonna get right into some controversial stuff. You know how we do. Yeah, we're gonna get right into some controversial stuff. Trying to just lay the foundation. And anybody got any questions, make sure y'all can put the questions up there. And if we had a time, we'll put them up. significant is Dr. Sebi had the land. You see, when you got a land, you can orchestrate everything through the land internationally. So he got the land. He's traveling the world. He's sending people back to the land for healing. He got a whole system set up back home. Yeah, y'all. Make sure y'all share, get a part, be a part of this thing here, man. So what Mr. G is explaining is so yesterday, yeah, he popped out. Here you go, he back. We're gonna build on it. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, cool. Yeah, that happens on the phones, bro. I know.
Yeah, I just put it on do not disturb so that it
don't kick in. Yeah. That's cool.
Yes, I apologize for that.
It happens, God, because the people, our people, they wait to see us live and be like, "Oh, the nigga live. Let me call him and see what's up."
Thank you.
Call me to see what's up now. So we was reading through some of the book. I was reading through some of the book. You know.
Yeah. If you have any questions, what I want to do, I want to give away about 10 books on your platform, some audio books. You get to choose who get them, because it's all about the message that's in the book for me. Like, I would love to do that if you allow me to.
No, absolutely. That's a blessing. You know, like, listen, we giving away, we got free. We got to use the word free. So everybody fall in line. Everybody love the word free. We gonna get away free. He giving out 10 free audio books to me, and I'm selling them 2 for $5. Let's go. Let me start.
Hustle man.
Nah, yeah, that's a blessing. So yeah, definitely, y'all hit me off with the I'm gonna have the wife orchestrate that, because yo son, why you ain't give me a book? I ain't gonna do none of that. But yeah. So you could do it through the email, do a digital link. How you want?
Yeah. This what you do. Whoever you guys pick as the winners or the people we're gonna bless, just email me all of the emails, and
email
I'll have
addresses,
them to them by tonight. Yeah, email addresses, yes.
So yeah, y'all listen, man. Y'all interested in getting that free book? You know, it's only 10 of them. Y'all put your emails in there, and we're gonna put them all in the grab bag and do it like that.
And let me tell you about the book. The book is exactly my book. The only difference between the audio book and the book that you have in your hand, let me see, hold it up. The only difference between the audio book and that book, I have Dr. Sebi Speaks, and I had to filter some stuff because it's in the book. But the audio book, Dr. Sebi himself speak for 4 hours about some shit you never heard him say before. So really? The audio book have it. Yes. Well, you got your copy. I'm gonna bless you.
Well, I was gonna say, it's 9 copies he's getting away. We giving away 9 copies.
I got you. Yo, I got you, bro.
So I was giving like a synopsis of a lot of different things in my experiences and what I knew about what was taking place. But that was a lot of the drama after Sebi transition, after his unfortunate demise, which I said from the beginning had to be at the hands of somebody that was, close or whatever the case may be, because of where he was at, yes, because of the political, how the practices of protocol was for the prisons and the country he was at. It had to be somebody that he trusted and loved that brought to him whatever it was that was poison. That
100%.
That's just, so that's just dealing with the facts of that. Not to identify anybody, but just to point out it had to be somebody in close relation that he trusted.
Facts.
Because in those places, you have those places where they don't feed you. Your people's got to come feed you. You see what I'm saying? And that's where he was in one of them spots where your people got to come and you break bread based on that. So, and that's sad.
Yes,
because all he did was give. And he wasn't really looking for no worldly money. He's an elder. Like a lot of elders, they like people sitting and listening to their stories. And that was it. That was his
Sebi will have $1,000 inside his pocket right here and give you $300 to go buy some bread for him, some spelt bread and avocados. Like money didn't mean anything to him. Money didn't mean anything to him.
That's a blessing. You know, after he transitioned, there I seen some Hindus, some Indians. They had a picture of one of their incarnations, one of the avatars
that looked just like Sebi.
They said that Sebi was the incarnation of the avatar. And I literally told them, I said, no, you're not trying to claim ours. Take that shit back. Take that shit. Well, when he came back then, he was y'all. When he came this time, he was ours.
Yeah.
Take that shit back over there.
I saw that.
Yeah, man. But tell me about like when you, all right, so now you said your sister became ill. So now you're looking for, you know, the healing, you know, for the sister.
Yo, well, before we even looked for healing outside of America, we got a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th opinion. And they was like, nah, this can't be helped. They was trying to get us to put her in hospice. They was like, she's not going to make it to 2015. And this was, we was already in September. It was in September. So I met Dr. Sebi October 5th. And what happened was I was like, I found him on YouTube and I'm Googling, I'm trying to look for a number. I'm sending out emails, I'm calling, I'm doing all this shit. Nobody responding. So I'm like, I'm going to Honduras. I get to Honduras. I'm trying to get inside Usha Village and they not letting me in because you need to either have an appointment or know somebody to get inside. I did that shit like for 4 or 5 days. The last day, I was like, you know what? I spoke to my wife she was my girlfriend at the time, my wife now.
Congratulations.
Was like, thank you, fam.
Congratulations, brother.
She was like, babe, won't you just pray? And I was like, there you go with that praying shit. And that's exactly what I said. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I like, I don't get caught up in that prayer stuff.
Yeah.
So we said our good nights, and then at the end of the night, I was like, you know what? It can't hurt.
Let me throw a little shout out. Throw a little shout out there. Do my little prayer real fast on the low.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was like, God, Jehovah, Allah, my
whoever
ancestors,
listening,
whoever listening,
listening tonight.
I need help.
Yeah.
I need help. I'm trying to get inside of that spot. And they not letting me in. The security think I'm crazy. Every time I go up there, they already got the guns drawn.
Wow.
And I'm like, I need help. I don't know how else to ask you, but please help me. Amen. And I went to sleep. I woke up in the morning and I had a text on, not a text, inbox on Facebook. Hey, I saw your I like your work. I like the pictures you took of Jamie Foxx and Alicia Keys and all the stuff you do at the Wendy Williams show. If you ever in Honduras, can you stop by my family business and take some pictures? And I was like, what's your family business? And she was like, Usha Village. And instead of counting my blessings, I got tight. I thought it was one of my boys or homegirls fucking with me. They knew I was trying to get in there. So I was like, do you know who Dr. Sebi is? And the person was like, that's my daddy. And I was like, I've been trying to get inside Usha for the last week. She was like, come tomorrow. Just tell them that you're here to see Sama.
Okay.
And I go to the Usha the next day. And I was like, I'm here to see Sama. They called her on that walkie-talkie shit. And she said, yeah, that's Mr. G, let him in. And then the gates of Usha open up. And the rest was history, bro. Like I was able to meet Doc a couple of days later. He did where he fucked my head up when he was like, I've been waiting for you for 30 years. And
yeah, I read
like,
that.
My mama told me.
I read that in the intro.
My mama told me you was. Yeah, my mama told me you was coming 30 years ago. I was like, what? Like I wasn't ready for that. How real he was, and I wasn't ready for him to be cursing. He was like, you a bad motherfucker. I'm like, it caught me off guard. I thought he was gonna be with his legs folded. Floating in the air, namaste, yeah.
brother, you should not walk this way with the Nikes on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And like he was real cool, just like talking to you, like talking to him. So it was a
that's professional. I love
good
that
experience.
I love that, man. I love what brothers in that is esteem and stature, and they talk to you. But that's how you know it's genuine, because they talk to you. You just it feel like you talking to any other brother. It's just like always love. Like, you know, you'd be like, wow.
Had he not spoken to me like that, I would have continued, you know, chopping it up with him. But he made it so comfortable for me to be like, yo, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you know what? Don't worry about that right now. I want to do some lectures. I want to go to Philly, Brooklyn, LA. And in my mind,
like, you like, hold on. So you talk about the camera work now?
No, not even the camera work. He said, I want you to arrange my events, and I'm telling him I'm not. Oh,
so you are like to promote and plan the events for him to go all over the world doing the
all the events that we did, except for the one in New Orleans. I put them together. I just made the phone calls, but where I got blessed, I was guided. I called my man Deshaun, and he called the first event in Philly. He called Hakeem from Black and Noble. And Hakeem was like, Dr. Sebi, hell yeah, let's do that. And the Hakeem did the flyers, they made our first event magic. And
absolutely.
They was the ones who gave me the template to do all the other events.
Yeah.
Hakeem was like, yo, you need flyers. If you could wrap a truck. And Tyson, that's my brother right there. Salute to Tyson. Tyson told me, G, you next to the main man, videotape everything this nigga do. If he goes to the bathroom, follow him in the bathroom if he lets you.
As far as he let you rock, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. So that advice that Hakeem gave me got me a producing job with Nick Cannon, and Nipsey Hussle was negotiating with my footage. So that's how Nick got involved with me, because the footage, I have the only footage of Dr. Sebi with high quality cameras that can be used for any documentary. Everybody else who filmed him with cell phones. So that advice that Tyson gave me from Black and Noble, this is why you and I are talking right now.
No, that's real. That's real, because you right. Nipsey Hussle, may the ancestors bless him. Also, he was doing I remember when his interview, he was like, he was hearing about this case, and he was like, yo, why nobody's talking about this? Fact. It was just about the idea of hearing about it. Like, yo, I want to research this. I want to get, yeah, that was phenomenal, bro.
Yeah, and salute to my man, D.V. Christ. Smooth the Hustler.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's from there, dude. Yeah, Smooth the Hustler. Bro, hold on. First of all, Broken Language is one of the hardest hip hop classics of all time.
But a lot of people don't know the intricate role that SMG plays in my world. Smooth the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler, D.V. Christ. We all from Bronzeville. I'm older than them, but they the ones who I was taking pictures of with IC, and they took me to the Wendy Williams show when Wendy Williams had the radio show. They took me to the Wendy Williams show as their photographer. So they the ones who got me the job at the Wendy Williams show.
Yeah, that's
they
crazy.
Connected me with Kev. So, and the Nipsey Hussle shit, D.V. Christ was the one that was negotiating my footage with Nipsey Hussle. So
that's heavy.
SMG have a big role to play with everything that I do.
Yo, you just bringing that up. That's how long we knew you. In my phone till this day, it has Wendy Williams cameraman, the stage
you feel me?
And all that, right? I got all that. I got you listed in my phone till this day. You way back then. That's a fact.
I told you, you knew me before I met Dr.
Yeah. That was way back. Word, that's a fact. What club was that, Mama? Yeah, we was in a club. I was performing in her. That's a fact.
I still have your CD at my house.
At Missouri. Asylum. Asylum or something like that. Yeah, my wife.
I
Yeah,
still
I
have
know.
the
He
CD
said
I
he got the
purchased from
CD
you.
at the house.
I still have my CD.
That's crazy. Yeah, I be rapping for those that don't know. I get busy, but
Yeah.
and shout out to Smooth the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler, because don't Smooth still mess with Ice-T in a certain way because they started doing some shoes.
Of course.
They started doing some
We
sneakers
all
or something like that.
We all connected. I'm SMG photographer for life. Those are my brothers.
Man, that's crazy. That's official.
Ice-T, Coco, Smooth the
Yeah.
DB Elias, Christ. Those are
Yeah.
my brothers right there and sister.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Tied in LinkedIn and
Yeah.
and not to blow it up, but Umar Johnson officiated your wedding. Dr. Umar Johnson officiated your wedding.
Yes.
That was crazy.
Sir, yes,
I was listening to it and I said, that nigga sound like Umar. I said, oh, that is Umar. Oh, this is a whole other level of stuff right here, bro. Now you see,
that's my brother.
I ain't gonna lie, you play that space. That's how I be trying to get in, but I be too big and black. Niggas be looking at me. You in that space, that tachyon energy, that glue, that a lot of like big wigs, but you like the glue. You right there in the middle of a lot of activity, beloved. And
that's why Dr. Sebi called me the bridge. If you look at my book, you got the bridge right over my head.
I understood that when I read it. I was like, wow, that's what he was like, yeah. So now that brings up another thing. The animosity. Because you went into it in the book. You went into the conflicts with the LA office specifically. And how they started moving. This is before Baba Sebi transition and he went through what he went through. They was already disconnecting you, and
they never understood why Sebi gave me so much power. In order to meet Dr. Sebi, you had to come through me. If we wanted to go to do a lecture somewhere, he would be like, talk to G. So they've been dealing with Sebi for 20, 30, like 20 years, and I just met Sebi 2 weeks ago, and he's telling them, talk to me. So anybody will wonder. They probably thought I was an agent. They probably thought all that shit. But what I want to clarify to everybody, like right now, I don't fuck with the LA office. That's my personal opinion. But if you have any illnesses and their herbs are official. Don't let my personal beef with personnel. Their herbs are definitely official because Pablo Medina has been making the herbs because when I met Dr. Sebi, he was retired. Dr. Sebi said, I haven't worked in 15 years when I met him.
Yeah, he's just talking. He's just running around talking.
Herbs for me.
Yeah.
He's just wandering around talking. So if you was buying herbs back then and they was working for you, the only difference between those herbs now and then is that Sebi's not alive anymore. So I don't fuck with the LA office because of the personnel. But as far as Pablo Medina is concerned, he actually hired me to tell his story. The documentary is called I Was There. We're in the middle of production now.
Wow.
And Pablo was by Dr. Sebi when he passed away. Pablo,
he was the one that went out there with him. Yeah. He the one that went out there with him.
Because I was talking kind of shady to Pablo at one point because I thought he had something to do with Dr. Sebi's death. So when I went, Pablo told me, I'm not going to tell you I ain't have shit to do with it. I'm going to fly you everywhere we was at, and then I want you to tell me what conclusion you come to. So when I came to after he flew me and I actually filmed the police that took Dr. Sebi to jail. I filmed late because like you said in Honduras, it's not like the United States where the boys got their side, the girls got their side. Everybody's thrown in one holding and everybody's in jail at one time. So Dr. Sebi died inside this young lady named Yvette. He died inside her arms. So I videotaped her talking about what Dr. Sebi was saying right before he passed away. And I could tell y'all this without giving too much of the documentary away. Dr. Sebi told her, okay, I had enough of this world. I'm going to see you later. I'm about to move on. Crossed his arms, rocked back, and just transition. She thought he was playing, and she touched his arm and be like, "Yo, this man died." So the Nick Cannon's documentary is going to be off the hook. I love the research that Nick did. I love the people that's in it. Pablo's documentary, because Nick's documentary is we following up on what Nipsey Hussle wanted. Nipsey wanted us to take this case and show the world how Dr. Sebi was able to beat the United States court system. So we deep into that. We have a lot of footage with Nick, so I'm not sure what he's going to do afterwards. But as far as the follow-up to that, I was there. Everybody that was in that video knew Dr. Sebi, lived with Dr. Sebi, walked with Dr. Sebi. It's crazy. Like, I can't wait for you guys to see that.
It's heavy that it's first of all that we excited to hear about that because that's serious. Two things. One, it's very important that you said that because right when Sebi passed, there was a chain of negative reactions to the herbs coming from the LA office. And I'm talking about physical reactions. So people were like, yo, it's not the same formula. Something's going on. They didn't understand what was happening. You understand what I'm saying? And so a lot of people jumped away and got away from the herbs because of that, because they were having negative, it was like, yo, and we know that politically what was happening where the workers or the people that was controlling the corporate side of things were detaching from the family and they became their own autonomous entity and was kind of like shutting down and blocking out the family. We was even hearing from some of the family where they were getting escorted off the grounds, like y'all got to go. So
by gunpoint.
See what I'm saying? So we knew it was a hostile takeover. Okay, y'all got to go. It's over now. We ain't entertaining it no more.
Bro, okay. I'm gonna touch that real quick. And I'm not gonna say who, but I'm pretty sure you know who got.
I said we want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. Let's go. We going.
So what happened? All right. I'm gonna touch this real quick. It's just like if you Nike sells the most sneakers of all. You're gonna get one sneaker that has a hole that's probably a little crooked, but that doesn't take away from all the Nikes that have been sold or is going to be sold.
I was there.
So, as far as that batch that brother got, that I know who you're talking about. He swelled up. As far as that batch, he probably got a bad batch.
I got you.
I sell Batana. I sell Batana from Honduras. While being that I'm not a big corporation, I get to look at everything I'm putting in my jars. I don't have a machine doing it. So I get to stand by all my shit. But Dr. Sebi Cell Food, these people are making so much herbs. And that's another reason my eye is different. If you go to the fig tree right now, she probably have a little bit of Maya, some H1, some T1, but it's worth waiting for my eye because my eye makes everything herself.
Yeah, it's still
my eye. She have a headache. But LA off is not to shit on them or anything.
Be making them joints. It's the sign. What's that? Weewa. Yeah, she's a hands-on.
Yeah,
of all this stuff.
They still hands-on everything. LA office, they a bigger corporation now, so they gonna get maybe one or two that
defects.
Is not as expected.
Defects. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. But as far as LA office is concerned, I don't like me. I wouldn't want anybody not to shop from DrSebiCellFood.com because I don't like and there's only one person there that I don't fuck with, and her name is Jenny. As far as Pablo, everybody else, those are my people. So I want to make that clear. If I needed any herbs and I'm in LA, I would send somebody else to buy it for me, but I wouldn't go inside there. But as far as the herbs is concerned, no. And I collect herbs from everywhere. I got some herbs from you last night.
You did get some herbs from me. He got that edible green light. He got that chlorophyll mix.
Speaking
CMARs.
Speaking of which, can we please for the people, can you give them your take on Noon's Abundance
on that sea moss drink that we
vanilla
gave you.
spice sea moss.
Tell the people that sea moss drink.
From the Fair of the
Okay, let me tell you let me tell you about that sea moss drink real quick. I had some at Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't know if y'all had a secret stash for me. And
you did. You gave us some, right? Yeah.
I had some that day and I killed it. And I was like, this can't be sea moss because it don't taste like I don't taste the sea moss in it.
Yeah, the sea moss tastes
like
shrimp
ocean.
water. I call it shrimp water.
So I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she probably made a mistake, but at this point, I don't give a damn. So you gave me some last night too, and same taste. But where y'all fucked my head up, I got home. Y'all see the container that I showed y'all was empty. You know how when it's empty,
it's still residue at the bottom. Yeah.
I gave my wife. She tastes the residue. She was like, "Oh my God!" I said, "Look, I got a box. I got a thing right here."
Oh, you told her. He said, "I got the box right here."
I got a whole thing right here because she got mad immediately.
Yeah, immediately. Like, you really?
She was like, hold up, you could have sent me. So she put two tablespoons inside the NutriBullet, put some almond milk, some agave, blend it up.
That's it.
Tasted it the same exact
same. I'm telling you, girl.
So that mix y'all got is magic.
There you go.
Y'all need to have like tasting things so people could just taste that. Y'all would sell out of that.
Oh, we do. That's exactly what we do. We do it every festival.
Okay.
We have people that be like, "Yo, no, I don't like no sea moss. Get out of here." Look, trust us. Just take a sip. And if you don't like, we'll give you a free product. You say you don't like it. And they sit,
bang.
No, this ain't sea moss. This ain't what I tasted. This ain't what magic, bro.
Because usually anything with sea moss in it tastes like mermaid ass. It'd be like real like that. So,
yo, and you know, brothers is into big booties. But listen, the reality is, when my wife made the sea moss, right? When I first came home, she started giving me the sea moss the regular way. How everybody drink.
And you know, the regular mix that everybody knows is bladderwrack, Irish moss, burdock root. Now you could do anything else after that. You can add some chaparral in there or whatever have you. But the main thing, burdock, Irish moss, specifically the Cronus crispus species, because I don't play that games.
Yeah.
All right. The Irish moss, the bladderwrack, and the burdock root.
That's right.
And that's what I was giving. That's what I was giving.
So check it. She giving it to me, and I'm like, get out of here. I'm not drinking that. Oh, this got all the minerals. This is gonna heal your body. I'm like, well, niggas is dying tonight. Okay, because I'm not drinking it. Okay. So she went back to the lab and came back with this powder mix and was like, here, taste this. And I was like, let me tell you the first thing that popped in my head. It took me on a journey. We were talking about what's the movie? Ratatouille. You ever see the cartoon Ratatouille? Anybody go see the? No. It's about a rat that's cooking, but the rat cooked the meal.
One of my favorite movies.
That took the food tester. The meal was
a food critic.
A food critic. It took him back to his childhood, and that's what this did. I drank.
I saw that. That's when the rat was under the chef hat.
The rat,
He's controlling by his head.
Okay, so that meal that the critic ate, it took him back to when he was a baby with his mama, and his mama cooking a hot meal on it. And he was like damn near crying. And when I would drink the sea moss, close my eyes, I remember looking at Transformers cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon, eating some cereal and drinking the bottom of it when them finished the bowl of milk at the bottom. That's what I was drinking. I was like, oh my God, I'm back there. Perfect. I said, this we bottling up.
Now the thing
but y'all need to really put that food on the market too, because anybody who knows me know I don't really fuck with chickpeas if they or garbanzo beans if they not cooked a certain way. So when I saw the top of the plate, I'm like, oh man, garbanzo beans. But when I tasted, it took me back to Jamaica. I was like, yo, I said, yo,
wow.
And I know your wife was probably like, man, this man greedy as hell. But I
Nah,
don't
she
taste
loved it.
food
She
like
loved
that.
it, man.
I lit that food. That food
Listen,
didn't make it off of the block.
I
said
see that.
It didn't make it off the block. And my boys that was with me, they was planning on getting some Philly steak and all that other shit on our way out because we were gonna go through Philly.
Yeah.
And then, but after that meal, we drove straight home, bro. They said,
that's
nah, we
official.
good. We don't
Nah,
need nothing else after that.
I'm working on a cookbook and a cooking show. You know, I want
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
a cooking
yeah,
show that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a mixture between, you know, like a talk show and a cooking show. But I started getting my hand, you know, my come from women who cook. But as far as dealing with the alkaline food, when I'm working with my aunt in the office, and you know, she'll just keep doing back-to-back consultations. So you gotta remind her to eat. You gotta remind her to drink water.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
so I'll just stop working in the middle of the day, and just because we were working in a home office, and just head into the kitchen and start hooking something up, you know, and then me and whatever other girls are there and her, you know, are able to break bread, you know. And so as far as dealing with the alkaline cooking, that's where I got my hand at, is working in her office.
No, she's definitely an alchemist. She's an alchemist, like whatever she like, phenomenal. You said a kale salad, that sweet and sour kale salad.
Yo, man, bro. my boy Isaac, he cooks. We like on. It was, you know how when you driving from a different state to another state, they get real quiet. And we was at exit 9 on the New Jersey Turnpike. Nobody said shit for a while. He just said, "What the fuck was in that dressing?" Yo, he broke his silence. We driving all the way. When we got to, like, I think it was New Brunswick, exit 9 or 10. He's like, "What the fuck was in that dressing? Damn, that shit was good."
Oh my goodness. This is one of our brothers, Kevin Daves. He said he can't live without that noons abundant. He get that CMOS right. I just sent him another hit. He keep us on point because he drinks the green and the CMOS together. He be drinking. He's an elder too, and he drinking together every day, bro, for years.
I'll tell you the thing.
This is our good brother, man.
Abundance. And, you know, he says this all the time as far as the richness of things. And everybody says, like, you know, they can't really taste the CMOS unless you've never had CMOS. You just don't like CMOS. You know, then you'll really be able to pick up on it and when you make the drink. But other than that, you really don't pick up on it, even though there is a super abundance.
It's a lot.
That's why I call it noons abundance.
That's right.
Because there's you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no skimping on the sea vegetation that's in there.
That's right.
It's just because of the way the blend came out.
She know how to cut it. She know how to cut it, bro. Trust me, we make teas. We figured out how to cloak the taste of the most bitterest herbs. Like simple, we got simple hacks where you'd be like, yo, that's that? I'm
going to Honduras this month. When I come back, I'm gonna bring back your goddess some contribo.
Okay.
No, not but that
contribo. Okay.
I'm gonna bring her some contribo. I want to see what she do it. Because contribo, oh my, Doc used to make me drink that every time I went there. Take a shot of the bitters. That contribo is nasty as hell, but it's good for you.
Yeah.
I want to see what she do with contribo.
Watch how simple it is. You be like, get out of here, bro.
You know what? Just into that is the idea that you know, you have a few people with love and integrity who are either coming from out of the Sebi family, somehow sparked up and connected by the Sebi family, you know, and trying to provide these herbs for the world. Because one of the things I always say is that, you know, though I love my mama dearly, there's no way in the world her one office is going to take care of the whole planet.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's
a fact. That's a fact.
She's doing her thing, you know, and last time I spoke to her, she gave me the timelines on how much everybody was backed up on consultations, you know, and it's like you're talking about people who
the number is crazy.
It's crazy.
She was cussing her out.
She was cussing her out like, yo, you got to get involved. Like, you want to save these daughters. You better get out there.
You know what it is? I've just always been real humble about the situation. My introduction into it is like I was a healer, I was someone who needed to be healed, who was being healed and helping to heal a healer at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it was a very coveted position that I was in, and I treated with the honor that it deserves. And I was always upset at how the people treated the situation when Sebi passed away and not giving the respect for a grieving family. You know, like that really hurt my people, and I was really upset about that. So I don't go around and just constantly throwing my aunt and Sebi's name and my connection to the family or anything like that. So I don't say, I was taught by this or I taught like that. Like a lot of my stuff came from osmosis. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, I learned from Dr. Sebi. I learned from Dr. Sebi."
Yeah,
I speak to his kids. They're like, "Listen,
he
we
ain't
had
teach
to follow
nobody.
along. We didn't even get taught like that.
You had to just observe and absorb."
Catch up.
That's right.
You know,
I'm glad that you said that, because I always say, anytime I'm interviewed, I always say Dr. Sebi was a master student, not a master teacher. I never seen Sebi sit down one-on-one with somebody and tell them, take these notes down. Sebi you had to learn while he was talking, and Sebi used to always say, healing didn't start with me, and it didn't end with, it's not going to end with me. Somebody healed me.
That's right.
So whatever, he always say, it's billions of herbs in the world. I only know about 600. So everywhere we went, he used to ask people, what would your grandmother do in this? So he was taught by a lot of people. So to your point, when you say the family, he didn't, because I heard one of the family members say, he didn't teach nobody but us. That's bullshit. Sebi, if you notice, Sebi passed away August 6, 2016. Prior to August 6, 2016, you don't see nobody claiming they Dr. Sebi's this and Dr. Sebi's that.
I said the same thing,
you have to wait until after he died, when all his family
everybody jumped out, talk about they this, they that. That's right.
I'm not trying to put nobody on blast or anything, but
It's a fact.
I have video of Dr. Sebi flambeing motherfuckers, but I'm not going to put it online because I'm not trying to see people. I don't want people to see that side of Dr. Sebi. I only put up one video with Dr. Sebi when he was talking shit, and Cesar was right next to him. And the only reason I put that video up because people were saying that Dr. Sebi wasn't cool with my eye. So I put that video up so you can hear Dr. Sebi. So you can I if you go on my channel, you'll see Dr. Sebi right next to Cesar, and he said he never did to me what everybody else, him, his mother, his sisters, never did to me what everyone else did to me. That's the only reason I put that video up.
You know why that's crazy? Because other people, when Dr. Sebi talk about, what my wife and kids, he say stuff like that. They always say, he was talking about my and her batch of children. And we knew that wasn't the case.
And that's why I put that video up. If anybody go on my channel or just go on YouTube and put Dr. Sebi next to his son, didn't know it was his, because Cesar came up to me at the Brooklyn lecture and they told me that's Dr. Sebi's son. So I went up to him and I was like, yo, you Dr. Sebi's son? He was like, yes, sir, but I'm just here to show love, and if I get to see my father, I'm good with that. I don't know what the vibe is. And I said, no, Cesar, your father talk about you all the time. Please come with me backstage. Trust me, it's not going to be no bad vibe. So he came with me, and I said, I'm gonna sit you next to your father, and wait till he realize who you are. So if you look at the video, Dr. Sebi
definitely go there.
yeah. You're like, Cesar, my own son. Like, can you share a screen and pick it up on your?
I gotta word online. I'm glad this is in color. All right.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my life together, God.
All right. But
that'll be
that's why I put
official.
that video up.
So
that's why I put that video.
What's your hold on, mama. I'm gonna put down. I want to type in what's your links, your pages, everything, your website and all that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you posted the videos at.
Yeah, well, my is youtube.com/Mr. G Photos.
Okay, Mr. G Photos on YouTube.
Yeah, MR.G PHOTOS. YouTube.com/Mr. G Photos, and just go to playlist, and you're gonna see all those videos of Dr. Sebi. And thank God YouTube never took any of them down.
But now we gotta catalog them, you know, because eventually it's gonna be a major attack, especially dealing with you know the invasion as far as the whole virus situation.
So if you could do something for me, if you can talk to the people about basically like where they can look for support at. Like we said, we know that they can go to the Fig Tree, but as far as consultations, you might be waiting a year or two, depending on who you're talking to. You know, so who can they talk to? Where else can they get herbs? Because I never claim myself. I'm not healing nobody from diseases. I don't claim that.
We send them right to my.
You know what I'm saying? Like did I help reverse the crazy onslaught of a diabetic reaction that my husband was going through? I will claim that every day. But that was a very personal. Yes, I did. There's a video about that already. But that was a very personal. You know what I'm saying? That was a very personal, hands-on experience with me dealing with my husband's life, and me taking the responsibility of being his aid and his healer at that particular time. You understand? So as far as like if somebody to say, listen, I just got diagnosed, I got cancer, I got AIDS, I got this, I got that, and knowing that when we dealing with the Fig Tree, they're not always available. Who else would somebody be able to call for support, or where would they be able to go for support other than at the LA office?
Well, to be honest with you, like my whole thing is I have a list of the people that I deal with. Oh, it's on my phone. So
okay, yeah. You can email me the list, and I'll post it up.
I'll email it to you. But based on my memory, I definitely have my eye. I have Annette Thomas. I have KT, the arts degree. I have Victor Bowman. I definitely have Dr. Sebi's Cell Food, because like I said, I don't deal with the personnel, but as far as the company is concerned, I don't want nobody that's on the west side or anywhere not to mess with them, because I don't get along with
got you.
Jenny. You feel me? So I'll email you the list that I have, but before anything, I'll tell people what Dr. Sebi told everybody. He said, let your food be your medicine and your kitchen be your hospital. Anybody who have any kind of illnesses right now, they need to understand that I don't give a damn how good the herbs are. If your body's toxic and not oxygen rich, those herbs not going to do nothing for you. You have to prepare your body. It takes about 3 weeks for you to really feel the body. You have to, because if you don't do that, you might as well take these herbs and throw them out the window, because they're not. And that's one thing that Dr. Sebi did. Dr. Sebi, I never heard him say, you need to take this, you need this. He would always be like, what you ate? Okay, don't eat this, don't eat this, don't eat that. And in about 3 weeks, you can start with this, start with that. Then your body's ready for the herbs. So that's not good.
Priming the body with the food.
Yeah. So that's not good as far as business is concerned, because the people's not going to leave with herbs. But as far as healing with love,
healing is concerned, is real.
Healing is concerned. That's the best thing you can do. Like, I've seen people real quick to try to sell you shit instead of telling you, prepare your body for these herbs. You can buy them now, but don't take them until 3 weeks from now when your body's ready. That I helped so many people. I'm not no healer, but as far as what I learned with Dr. Sebi, I helped so many people reverse conditions that they thought was irreversible. And it's just with basic shit. What to eat, what not to eat. And then I don't make herbs, so I would send them to people like you, KT, the arts degree, Dr. Inky, Victor Bowman, people that Annette Thomas, these Cell Food. I still recommend people there. I don't recommend anybody to the Usha Village. The simple reason, and the reason why I don't do that is because I don't speak to those people. I haven't communicated with them in over 2 years, so I'm not going to send you somewhere where I can't verify what's going on over there. Not saying anything bad is happening. I just don't know, so I can't tell you. Yeah. And as far as people who,
I'm sorry, go ahead, brother.
And as far as people who need thermal waters, everybody think they have to go to Honduras for thermal waters. Dr. Sebi did not invent thermal waters.
Talk
He
about
bought Usha Village because it had thermal, waters on
there.
it.
That's right.
They have some of the best thermal waters surrounded here in the United States, and people don't know. And I didn't even know. We in Newark, New Jersey, and the lady told Dr. Sebi, I want to go to your village so I could get in the thermal waters. He said, girl, you're surrounded by thermal waters. Anywhere you see hot springs, thermal waters in the United States, those are the same waters over there.
Now,
the only difference is,
tell them the importance of the thermal waters.
Oh man, the thermal waters, the pH balance is so high in it. They like, I believe it's 9.8. If I'm not mistaken, in the thermal water, it fills your body with oxygen. So if you have arthritis, because my knee was messed up after playing pro basketball for so long, Doc had me in the thermal waters all the time. I have x-rays at my house. I'm in my studio right now, but I have x-rays of my knee, bone on bone, and then after 6 months, now I got cartilage in between my knee because of that thermal water.
Yeah, so hold up. You just slid in there that you was playing ball for so long. Now you see how he just slid that in there, like he be playing pro ball for so long, right? Where are you playing? Are we listening?
For the people who don't know, I played high school basketball, college basketball. I played for the Honduras national basketball team, and basketball is my background. I got a free education in South Carolina because of basketball. And if you want it, bro, you see me yesterday.
I'm backing you down, bro. Ain't gonna be no. Everything is post. Everything. I'm not chasing you nowhere. So if you can shoot, you got it. You don't come down in the paint. Now I'll be out of breath after the first 3 points. Hold this nigga. Hold up.
Okay.
We're definitely very proud of the advancements of our young brother Victor. Him coming here and starting with nothing.
Absolutely.
And now he's going everywhere helping everybody with herbs and opening up shops.
Well, I'm chasing him. I'm on his hip. I'm gonna come after Vic. Let him know we got to do an interview also. And
yo, I got you. Victor stays at my crib when he comes to New York. That's my little brother. I was there when Dr. Sebi met Victor. Did I tell you that story?
No.
Talk about it. And we here for them stories. We here for these things. So give it the exclusives.
We under the apple tree, or we under the mango tree in Usha, and then we went upstairs. So then a young lady came and dropped off Victor and said, Doc, your son, this is your son. So I went downstairs with my boy Orel and we looked at Victor. And at this point, Victor was like 13, 14. And Doc was like, what you think, G? I like, that little motherfucker looked just like you. He walked just like you. And we started laughing. And Doc was like, all right, bring him up. So we brought him up, started. And so Doc was real cool with him, but it wasn't until the DNA test came back, because anybody can look like anybody.
Oh, damn.
It wasn't until the DNA test.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah. It wasn't until the DNA test came back when Doc really opened the door. And Dr. Sebi's room was right here, and Victor's room was on the second floor, right next to Dr. They could look through each other's walls and see each other. So Vic was right there. And I remember a couple of weeks after Victor was there, Doc gave him some mushrooms. And Victor was walking around Usha floating. That shit was funny as hell. Yeah. But Vic is little brother, man. That's my little brother right there. And he has that Sebi fire, like no filter. And I'm glad he made it to America because he had to leave under the conditions he was in Honduras wasn't too good for him. So he had to get the hell out of there. So he's on this side handling his business. He have a whole bunch of testimonies from people that he healed. And I'm like, yo, won't you post that? He said, man, I ain't doing shit for nobody. The people who know what I'm doing, I'm here for the people. So I like that.
It's official.
That Dr. Sebi spirit.
I like him. He definitely was he was gunning down all the people with the fake CMOS, the hybrid CMOS, and Shay was like, he said, I see all these garbage bags of CMOS. He says garbage. He threw them in the garbage and all that.
And then he came to New York and he bought, I think it was $2,000 worth of sea moss. So at my studio, the sea moss came up to like my neck. Then he said, yo, G, let's go to the African festival. And we was just giving away sea moss, free sea moss, like handfuls to anybody who had a bag, because we ain't even have a bag. He was giving away. He just spent all that money and we just giving it away. So I'm doing shit like this and going like this, putting shit aside for me too.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta stash yours. Matter of fact, the brother Carl Jones, shout out to Carl Jones, you know what I'm saying? The writer, you know what I mean? Director, right back to the brother.
Spoke to him.
I
just spoke to him today. That's my brother right there.
He connected me with Victor. And, you know, because a lot of people don't know. Victor was studying the doctrine too. He started studying. You know what I'm saying?
Victor took me to Carl Jones' house in Hollywood. That's how first time I met Carl Jones, Victor took me to his crib.
Oh, that's what's up.
I met him.
Shout out to Carl Jones. We trying to get you on the show too, beloved. Stop ducking me into the phone. Stop acting like that.
Cool brother.
That's my brother. That's my brother. I know he busy. He's super busy. I be just stalking him. So what's up? We ain't talking no more. What's up? How we doing?
Yo, a lot of people just know him from the Boondocks, but they don't know that he's executive producer from the original
last season of Last OG.
Yeah. Season 3. That's season Carl 3. Jones' work.
No, listen. He called me. He texted me when he was leaving LA.
He
to
let
come
you know?
to New York for the Last OG. The character that Lord Jamal plays in that season, he wrote that in for me.
Wow. Why didn't you do it?
Tracy, I'm Tracy. What's his name? That's my wife. The last OG, Tracy Morgan. He wanted to put Lord Jamal on the spot. He got more notoriety, say he got more connects, whatever.
Okay.
So, but he hit me and was like, "Yo, I'm on my way to New York. Boom, we doing XYZ, the Last OG. I wrote a character in there for you. That's yours." I said, "Yo, don't tell me that. Just send me the script. I'm ready to roll." You know what I'm saying? And then,
facts.
Then I was on his back. But, you know, Tracy Morgan was like, nah, who that nigga? We don't know that nigga. I was like, it's all right, though. The love is there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all good. But I definitely would love to, interview him whenever he get the time and energy. You know, sneak me in for a little half an hour. You know, something like that. You know, it's cool.
And he's but like based on the conversations I had with him, like he's real low key. He's like your wife. He's gonna be doing an interview like this. Yeah, talk to me. How can I help you? He's behind the scene. He like creating. He's not really from what I've seen.
Yeah,
he's actually one of the. Can I say this? Yeah, he's actually in the second documentary that we're doing because his Dr. Sebi, because he's the one who introduced Erykah Badu to Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, they were together at the time. They was together at the time.
Yeah,
I told him.
We
got him on video. I ain't gonna get him no trouble like that.
I had said to my husband, you know, I learned from the mother, not from the father. So I get this privilege. Sebi was the front man. He was the one. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be the person on the radio shows. I'll be the person doing the interviews and everything. And it left her to be able to be her inclusive self, you know, and she's able to do her workshops and mess with her herbs and do all those kind of things, you know. And now I'm also afforded that. I'll get on camera when I want to get on camera, you know, and I usually do drive-bys when Pharaoh's doing live. So if I got something to say, if I got some input or whatever have you, I'll do a drive-by shooting before the cops come, you know, and say whatever I need to say. I'm definitely trying to make myself more present because you are here.
She's parked right now. She's parked. You know, now this is special. This is special.
It is not only just because of the beautiful energy that we share amongst each other, but the shared story that we have being connected to this amazing, crazy, beautiful, chaotic, hurt healing family. You know, and all of its transitions and what it has meant for us in our lives, you know. So can you say that you know, your health has been changed and your outlook on life and you know, everything from the idea of just being connected to this man and to the story and the position that you were in?
100%. When I met Dr. Sebi, I was 44. I'm 44, 45. And I met him in 2014. I was 44. When I met him, I was 44. The first thing he told me, he asked me, well, once we got cool, he was like, how old are you? I was like 44. And he looked at my stomach and started slapping my stomach. I was 207 pounds. And he was like, you're too big for your age. And then I was like, all right. Then when he told me what to eat, what not to eat, I'm thinking I'm healthy. I'll go buy some bananas and all. He said, well, that banana is hybrid. It's too big. You got to buy this chicken. I was like, man, what can I really eat?
Yeah, what we supposed to be eating?
So
right?
then, thank you. So he told me I can do it moderately. Don't just go cold turkey. So I stopped with the beef and I was just doing chicken, turkey, fish. So I just went moderately, started winging off of it. Then I was like, hold up. Or when I went to play ball with my sons, I'm like, yo, like right now, like I was telling y'all yesterday, I'm going to be 52 next year.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see me run around and play ball, I didn't think I was going to be this agile at my age. I thought by my 50s, I was just going to be with a whistle pointing.
Run around,
I didn't think I was still going to be on court.
But that's how gym
playing
teachers
ball. So you feel me? So it definitely changed my life. I think that it's extending my life. I pray to live as long as possible. And he used to, one thing Dr. Sebi, I always tell people this. He told me, you like chicken? I love chicken. So he was like, all right. So he went and got some raw chicken, put it in front of me, and told me to eat it. And I was like,
this is jewel right here.
And I was like, how am I gonna eat that? He said, what you need for it? You need herbs, right? You can eat the you can eat the herbs without the chicken, but you can't eat the
chicken without the
herbs. And he was like, if you really like chicken, you'll be able to eat it like that. We're not made to eat that. We have to put our godly
our stuff on it. That's right.
In order to eat it.
That's the science of the melanated people of the world. When we talk about the Europeans, right, and them cooking, and we say they can't cook, it's because they don't know how to hide the flavor of the meat. We mastered how to hide the flavor, so you're not tasting the meat itself. You're tasting the seasoning and the herbs.
Even though we was able to make them taste like meat.
That's what I'm saying. They don't know how to hide the flavor of the meat. You actually taste the meat and you disgust it. You be like, they don't know how to cook.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We really said they don't know how to hide this meat because we're not really supposed to be eating it. And so, you know, that's excellent, man.
Well, I bring that up.
Yeah, he said back in the days.
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No, he said back in the days they used to have to force feed some of our brothers from Africa to eat that rice and chicken, and now we online for that shit. Just turn that Popeye's chicken sandwich. That when you see those lines, it's something about
that craze was crazy.
Yeah, you speaking blasphemy right now. You're saying that black people hold up. You saying that there's no fried chicken in ancient Egypt. That's what you saying. We ain't having that. The Hoteps is coming out full force. We're not trying to hear that.
They can come. Show me a chicken in the tablet, and I'll be quiet.
The reason why I bring that up is because, you know, we as Sabians, we have 2 designated cleansing times every year that we go through as far as dealing with the summer solstice and the winter solstice. We're getting that ready now to approach going into the winter solstice. And what we do is it's a 9-day liquid fast. I always refer people to the concept of nutritional fasting, nutritional fasting and intracellular cleansing to show them that you're still taking in high-powered nutrients even though you're not eating, so that they understand that this is not about starving themselves. So I think that this would be a great time for them to start getting into the concept of the transitionary foods, you know, the foods that you recommend to people to eat, because you know the American concept right now, everybody's getting ready for the feast. Everybody's getting ready for the feast.
Ready to
everybody's
become gluttonous,
to have them big turkeys on their table and have them cheese laden dishes on their table and everything, and they don't know that it's a trick and it's a trap.
We planned on, actually, it's funny because we actually was going to go the opposite, and during this festive season, we were going to do juice. We were going to juice and we were going to cleanse during this. Soon as everybody else is eating, we trying to purge.
So what would be? We're also trying to bring health and wellness into the tribe more, because it's not something that's been a main focus, and it really needs to be, because we're losing people. So what would be the foods that you would tell people to eat and recommend in going into the transition into being an alkaline vegan?
Well, I'm not qualified to tell anyone to do anything as far as health is concerned. Like I always, I get these questions all the time. I'm talking about what? Oh, well, me?
Yeah, share your experience.
I do a lot of wild rice. I do a lot of juicing, like sea moss. I do a lot of that 3-4 times a day. The sea moss I got from y'all just put a different. It just made it easier. I'm not straining. I'm not draining. I'm just scooping and dropping.
That's natural fast food.
Yes, but I have a list. I have a list of people that I get my instructions from as far as help, and I'm definitely going to add y'all, if y'all don't mind, to the people that come at me, because I've ate from a lot of alkaline chef, top line alkaline chef, and besides KT, the arts degree, and his queen, and what's her name, Queen of Green, she made me a fruit. That meal that you guys gave me yesterday, like that's up there with KT the arts degree and his queen. And I, every time I go to Atlanta, I'm parked at KT. They gotta kick me out of their house because they throw down. It's soul food over there.
I understand.
All alkaline.
I understand. That's official. Yeah. Now listen, we gassed, and that's on public record. It's definitely gonna be a loop. That's a sound bite. So and I want to tell people how official you are, right? When we met up at the King Simon event. You was talking about because you were St. Francis College. That was the other time I performed. And, And you drank the herbs, and we was going over we was building. And this was when you was about to set up. You was waiting to go up to the Breakfast Club, and you was like, look, I'm going to the Breakfast Club. I'm gonna let y'all know. I want to bring these products up there. I want y'all to come up there and bring the joint. And the sentiments was official. It didn't happen because of how they had the schedule. They basically kept, adjourning and adjourning, and then it was like canceling, and then it was like called you, and you was
and then come tomorrow morning.
Yeah, come tomorrow morning. Yeah, so that's how that went down. But it was definitely my heart. I was like, damn, that brother's super official, ready to take these herbs up there to introduce them to the world. That was just,
especially by somebody qualified to do it, because your goddess connection to my eye. I'm glad that she's outspoken now, because it's like we have a hidden gem right there in Delaware that people can really connect to, because I feel like she got a lot to offer the world, man.
She's a unicorn, bro.
Something big.
She's a unicorn. That real talk.
Facts.
She's a unicorn. Now we're trying to turn from unicorn to a Pegasus and throw her wings on and let her fly. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing now. You know what I mean? But yeah, if tell us something about Sebi that's not as popular, that's not known in the popular masses, that people wouldn't really know about it. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be like super secret. But because the thing is, you had this intimate relationship with him.
Sebi was a nut. Sebi was a nut. We would go someplace. And Sebi would say, "G, go tell that girl I want her to have my baby." And I ain't gonna tell her nothing like that. Like, he was a jokester.
He wasn't
He was
joking.
a jokester.
He was dead serious. He got
No,
50
he was.
kids.
But
If she say yeah,
he wasn't joking.
yeah.
Say
So
yeah.
he be wanting me to do some crazy shit like that. Like, nah, baby, I'm not gonna get my face smacked by that girl.
that's
And
crazy.
like, I don't know if you read that in my book when I told you it was a lady who came with her son. His arm was broken like in 2 places, and she brought the son to Sebi, and Sebi saw the son. He told her to put him on the couch, and Sebi went in the room, in the kitchen, and he got some agave, some spelt bread, and some avocados, and he started making his sandwich. And then the lady's sister, or the lady that was with her, she went in the kitchen and she was like, "What you doing with that? And how's that's gonna help?" He said, "No, that's not for him. That's my lunch. We gotta go to the hospital. This little motherfucker need a cast. That's my lunch." So he would tell you stories like that, and he would think you think he about to tell you some deep shit, and he
He's
throws
just
some
like,
shit like that in it.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. One of
but
them,
nah.
I always wanted, I always thought about Sebi in the master teacher meeting. You know what I'm saying? Interacting, because
Oh man.
man, listen, man, because
Were
that's that
you
same
around
type
for
of
that?
Sebi
When he declared
was
himself
shocked.
Milwaukee?
Yeah, I saw the video. Sebi was shocked when I told him I met Dr. Malakazi York.
Oh, really?
He was shocked because
Wow.
he thought I didn't know who he was, because the Nawapian was in Usha,
Yeah.
and he told Sebi Rahul bad and started saying some other stuff, and Sebi was flowing with him. I was like, "Oh shit, Sebi, what you know about that?" He said, "Man, you don't know about Dr. Malakazi York. That brother was bad." And I was like, "I've met him before," and he was like, "Where you
Talk
met him
about
at?"
that, because you told me about that when you met him. Where you met him at? Tell the people, please.
I met him on the land. I was with my boy. He took me over there, and he was selling DVDs, and he was like, "Yo, come with me." We was in North Carolina. He said, "I'm about to drive to Atlanta real quick." I wasn't doing nothing, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll go." So drove up there, and this is the shit that bugged me out. We was driving through a fucking rainstorm, bro. It was pouring, raining.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Yo, so we just gonna wait in the car? We're gonna wait in the car until the rain let up." And he was like, "Don't worry, when we get over there, it's not gonna be raining.
It's gonna be raining no more.
I said, "Nigga."
Yeah, it's just a deterrent. It's a deterrent to stop it from getting there.
When we get to Eden, what's it called? Eden, I think?
Eden is Tamaray. There's this Tamaray.
Tamaray.
Yeah.
When we get to Tamaray, it was dry. The floor wasn't even wet. It's like if it never rained over there. I was like, "What kind of crazy shit is this?" So we went in, and when I met Dr. Malakazi York, he told me, "Hola hermano, ¿cómo está?" Like, "How you doing? Hi, my brother, how you doing?" In Spanish. So I'm like, my man who's with me don't know I speak Spanish. He was calling me June. So how do this man know I speak Spanish?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, we got into some deep conversations. He told me I had some sons that I didn't even know about, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, "All right, this nigga crazy." But few months after I met him, I got some phone calls with some ex-girlfriends, and I met the sons he told me that I had.
Wow, you ain't tell me that.
Head up.
That's different.
Wow.
Fucked
my head up. Fucked my head up.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's
like
heavy,
meeting
bro.
him, he was the first person, the first man that I ever met that I felt and read everything I was thinking. Because you know how you meet somebody and you're like, "Oh man, this shit is crazy. I want to get the hell out of here." Yeah. And I said that to myself. I said it to myself, but he was like, "Nah, you welcome in my home. Stay as long as you want."
Yeah. He responded
right.
Yeah.
To what I was thinking. I don't know if he read my vibe.
Oh, no, he says that. He said that actually in a class. He said, "Sometimes I wait for y'all to ask the question. Sometimes I see what y'all thinking, and I answer the question before you ask it, because we ain't got the time to wait."
I witnessed that.
Nah, that's deep.
So
that's
when
deep.
and he gave me a pendant with his name, with his face on it, and when you turn it around, it says Family Day. He gave me that chain.
Oh yeah,
still had that shit
the
to
green
this.
one, the green ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Family Day. That's
They
right.
glow in the dark.
Yeah.
I still have my shit. I posted on my Instagram on my Dr. Sebi book.
Wow.
I put on my Dr. Sebi book. That's my Instagram. I still got control of. Oh yeah, anybody who follows me on Instagram on my on Mr. G Photos #1, that page has been hacked. That's not me. Please report that page. I'm trying to get Instagram to send me a video link so I can let them know that it's me to get my control of that page. That's not me. If you see, since August 10th, it's been hacked. So my page that I operate now is my Dr. Sebi book. My Dr. Sebi book. That's my Instagram page. If you go on that page and scroll down, you see I put the picture of my pendant that Dr. Malachi York gave me. I put it there, and I was like, do anybody know who this man is? So it was a beautiful experience, and Dr. Sebi really liked the fact that how powerful he felt that man is.
Nah, that's real. When he transitioned, and the master statement was, he was like, who Dr. Sebi? He said the healer. His words was, he said, I didn't feel that. Like he said he didn't feel the transition go down. Like, wow, I didn't feel that. Like I was like, wow, bro. But I just know, like, when we meet in these brothers like yourself that was close to a master like that. When I talk to brothers that are close to the master teacher, elders that walk with him, the energy of him is the same type of energy. So in addition to the the immense seriousness of the mission, they have this jovial, childlike energy that's just always ready to play. Like, yo.
And I can tell you something I didn't tell you when I saw you. I forgot to tell you. I've met Dr. Malachi York, his lawyer, and the only person that could go visit him. A brother that looked just like him, gold hair, the older brother. I sat and talked to him for like 3-4 hours in North Carolina a few months ago.
I ain't gonna say. I don't gonna say who was his name.
You have to.
Was it?
Who are you talking about?
You remember his name?
He looked just like Pop. He had the whole silver, looked just like. I thought when I saw him in North Carolina, it kind of fucked my head up.
Thought it was him.
He said, I'm not him.
He said I'm not him.
Yeah, he said I'm not him, and I said, well, yo. When I told him that I met him, and I told him what I said, what was done, what was said, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna talk to him."
Was this an older brother?
He said he goes to an older brother. Yeah.
Wow, that's it's so much going on with that. Cool, beloved.
Well,
yeah.
I just wanted to say that, for everybody that's listening, you see how our good brother is at the center of so many storylines, so many characters. We don't talk about from Dr. Sebi to Carl Jones. You know what I'm saying? Just
Victor,
Victor, Baba. But where we actually met him and served him and his crew at yesterday
was the FDMG Academy,
our beloved FDMG Academy,
yeah, Dr. Umar Johnson,
where many people have been.
Niggas still talking about Umar don't got the property.
Or thinking that it's
I love that they say
bad
that.
business in another state somewhere. Oh, he still doesn't got the land yet. Can you let the people know
you guys saw me
go?
No, you guys saw me. I'm working directly with Doc. I got the keys to the spots. For the people who don't believe that he have the school, well, I don't know what to tell you guys. The school is definitely up. Is there. I was there yesterday, and I'll be back. I told y'all when I'm coming back. I'll be back this week coming up.
Yeah.
The plumbing is almost done. We got the HVAC system is almost done. We running the most of the bathrooms is done on the left side. So where you guys saw me yesterday, that's the right side of the campus. We working on that side now, and that should be done by the end of this month. And then we're going to go across the street to the high school and start working on that. So Dr. Umar Johnson is definitely doing his thing. Salute to my brother.
Salute, definitely.
A lot of people. And one thing I like about him, he's letting people talk. He's letting people say he don't have the school, he don't own the school. I
While
actually
he's
seen the
moving.
purple paper. Yeah, I seen the paperwork. He 100% owns the school.
You know,
He 100% owns the
our
school
people
now.
have a problem with concepts that we only had for years as ideas and ideals, but when it comes to people
Yes.
manifesting it in the concrete and in real life,
Yes.
we fight it, we resist it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
resist it. So the idea of the institution, a private institute, not just a school, because you could get a school and you could get funding, you could get back, and you could get all that. But the way that Umar's approach to it, which is to privately control it, that's something that we're not used to even experiencing. When he's saying, yo, y'all have the money, prioritize your spending and funnel the money over here for the children. And they like, nah, they want to see nah, nigga, what you spent with it, how much you paid for the paint, where the school at, we ain't seen this, we ain't seen that. We was at the school for the festival, and you said, I seen a whole video, dude did 4 hours talking about, a street fair, a block party is not a school being open. And I'm like, well, nigga, when we trespassing? We had to first own the ground to have the block party on it.
Was you there when the police showed up and said that somebody said that he didn't own the school? He needed to show the paperwork when the cops had us on the side?
Nah, I didn't see that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got that all on tape.
I'm glad,
hit
man.
them with everything.
Yeah,
and the
that's the
police
black
was
devils.
Like, the police was like, carry on, my brother. This won't happen again today. Carry on.
That's it. Yeah, because no reality, owning the property, right? He could have quite literally just closed the gates, even after the time limit of the so-called festival. He could have literally just closed the gates and we all just stayed in the confines of the compound, and there's nothing they could have did because he owns the property. As long as they don't spill out on the streets, it ain't got nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying? So we don't overstand ownership, though. We don't overstand ownership because most of us are renting. Most of us are barely making it. So he has somebody that's talking about, and quite honestly, Dr. Umar Johnson is the first person outside of the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York, and since the master teacher been kidnapped, to institute any form of institution of a physical place for the people. And all of this conscious community talk, you ain't got no physical places for the people, for the children. He's the only one who did it, man. So, I applaud him with all the adversity. You know what I'm saying? I salute him for that, man, because it's a phenomenal experience, bro, for real. So let's talk about your experience with go ahead.
What my experience with who?
I was about to talk about Nick Cannon.
Oh man, Nick is like, where do I start with that brother, man? Nick is dope. Nick actually came with me to Honduras. And we actually drove. We was 4 hours in the car together. No, 6 hours in the car together from San Pedro to La Ceiba. It's usually a 4-hour drive, but it was raining and there was a couple of strikes where teachers was taking over bridges, so we had to wait. And this is where I was like, damn, don't start this shit now. I got Nick Cannon in the car. I'm driving. My man Jordan right here, and Nick is right in back on his laptop or on his phone. So Nick was like, what's going on? I'm like, yo, they have some kind of strike out here, so we can't move until they move. So we went to a movie theater that was like a couple of 100 feet from us, and we was watching Will Smith, a Latin movie. That was out at the time.
Yeah.
But he didn't break a sweat. It was all like, don't worry about it, G. It is what it is. We got to Honduras. Not too many people knew who he was. So we interviewed Dr. Sebi's family, Dr. Sebi's friend. That's when I was like, Nick is really happening. This is really happening because I'm in the car driving with Nick Cannon on my way to Sambo Creek in Honduras. That's he's a good dude, man. And like, when my mom's passed away, it was a whole bunch of flowers sent over to the crib, and I'm like, damn, who spent all this money on these flowers? You know, those flowers be expensive. So I'm seeing all these flowers at the house, and then I'm thinking Wendy Williams or Kevin or one of the celebrities that I've been working with for a while. And when we read the card, my niece read the card. My deepest condolences to you and your family, your brother Nick Cannon. So that right there meant more to me than anything else that we doing as far as the documentary.
That's right.
Like my mom was able, he saluted my mom's and sent the violet purple, like a purple, light purple. That's my mother's favorite color. I asked him, how did you know that was her favorite color? He said, brother, I did not know. I just went with my feelings and sent. She was in a purple dress inside the casket, and he sent purple flowers.
Wow, that's beautiful, bro.
Yeah,
shout out to Nick Cannon for even picking up that, just picking up that the baton of Nipsey Hussle and that huge endeavor of walking through that our story, because that situation was serious in New York because they were trying to attack. They kidnapped Dr. Sebi at the time, and and I heard some clowns inside the conscious community talk about all of it as a lie. It never happened, and all this other stuff. Because these people that's
public records.
That's what I said. That's why I was so sad, bro. It was so sad.
That's public record, and I could since we could talk shit on this channel, I could say I could tell you that. I can tell you that the government will try to cover that whole shit up when they act like Tawana Brawley got raped just to give somebody something to look at while just put Dr. Sebi's small ass on a what you call it. And one thing that y'all gonna see when the documentary come out, Nick Cannon actually on the paperwork you see why Dr. Sebi walked into the into the courthouse barefoot. Do you know why?
Nah, know why?
No, I'm saying
you're so. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, God. I hear you. Hold on, real quick. Guy, continue, God. I'm listening. But somebody just called me. I got a guest that's coming on. Go ahead, Miss DG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard somebody else. That's why I stopped talking. He went in barefooted because when you ground yourself, you can actually feel the vibration of the room. So he wanted to feel the vibration of the room, and he would know what he's going to say or not say. Are we frozen?
Nah, we not frozen. I got the call from somebody called me smack dead in the middle. I told you I'm interviewing the Grand Sheikh Taj Tariq Bey from the Moorish Science Temple, the Moorish Nation, the Great Seal. Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely log in for that.
He coming in.
So what we could do?
Go ahead, listen.
All right. So what we could do? Now let's give away these books real quick so that you can make room for your friend, because I got a photo shoot today too.
Oh no, that's not just friend. Grand Sheikh been teaching about the Moorish nationality for the last 20-something years. So we want to get this out.
I understand. No, I understand who he is. So what I'm saying, we got like a couple of more minutes left. I don't want to come on your page and not give away the books.
No, we got you. So look, this is what we're gonna do. Everybody that's interested in getting the book, the first 10 people putting their emails down, or you want them to send it to you, mama? First 10 people post their emails is gonna get a copy of the book. That's how we doing it.
Well, probably people won't want to put their emails public, so you have another way of doing it.
All right, well, look, I'm gonna give my email. What email am I going to give? Pharaoh Rising?
I put it in the comments already.
Yeah, I'm going to put it right now.
PharaohRising@gmail.com.
All right, so email Pharaoh Rising.
First 10 people that send the email address, that send the email, you get blessed with a copy of this ebook that has something that I didn't even know was in it, which is
audiobook.
Excuse me, the audiobook with the 4 hours
of Dr. Sebi
talking. Okay, so you go ahead and do that. Mr. G, my beloved brother.
Yeah, first 10 people send your email to pharaohrising@gmail.com, and we're gonna send it off to Mr. G so he can provide. Yo, listen, that is a phenomenal situation. The book is crazy because you literally walk through all the different phases, and I would say phases and faces of Dr. Sebi. And I love it when people, because nobody is really like just one dimensional. You know, we like to hold people into the prison of how we interact with them, and we just want them to stay there. But that's not the reality of people's personalities. You see what I'm saying? And I think when you was talking about earlier, you were speaking about how the company, the factory, and the brothers and sisters have been around for 20 years, and how they was looking at you like, why did he let you in so close? But I don't think they understood that he looked at you as you were connected to his mother. You were a connection to his mother. So you immediately jumped the line and became a link, that bridge to his mother, because his mother telling him, you're going to meet somebody that has this and this in their name, and their mother is going to be this, and this is their nature. And he already internalized that and was waiting to see you. So they didn't understand. So even though you just popped up, he's been waiting for you all his life.
He's been time traveling. This is all,
you know what I'm saying? Stuff. So you was like, okay, that relieved him of the stress of even having to deal with that. Okay, here go my bridge now. Here he comes. I ain't got to worry about it. G, go ahead, do what you do.
And it's so funny that your God has said time traveling, because I'm gonna tell you about some shit when I see y'all in person. That is just crazy. That seemed to follow me everywhere I go. That phrase.
The time traveling?
Yeah, time traveler.
Time traveler.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something else about yourself. You know.
Tell him about herself.
Yeah, about you.
Well, she about to read somebody, beloved.
Is that it's very it takes a very unique person to deal with these incarnated people. You understand? Because it's like we struggle on our own just in trying to overstand ourselves and overstand these implantations inside of us of these gifts that we have to bring to the people. So the idea of being able to have somebody around us that we could just be our pure selves with, and that we can trust, you know, that's not something that's every day. You know, so you're not being let into these rooms and around these people for no reason. You know, so it's not just the idea that you a camera holder, you know, or anything else like that, because it's those small conversations that take place behind the scenes. You know, it's those moments of support. It's those moments of just being there. It's those moments of love. That's what actually helps to mold and create a person. You know, so please don't ever think that, you know, I'm just a cameraman. I just was there.
Yeah, definitely.
I can tell the story because I was there. It's like it's ripple effects.
Nah, it's a support. You were now support to be leaned on at a time where he didn't have anybody there that he can trust, and he was able to exchange, even if it's just bouncing thoughts and feelings off of you and your perspective. That's super significant. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have.
Because him and I.
No, go ahead.
Him and I never had a conversation about herbs. I would hear him talk about herbs to people who came, but we would talk about everything else. We would talk about traveling. We would talk about women. We would talk about where he want to go, what he want to do as far as traveling is concerned. I never once. That's why I never told anyone I'm not Dr. Sebi's apprentice. Like we never spoke about herbs. Whatever I learned with people coming and he doing consultations in front of me. So I was just listening and taking in information. That's deep what your goddess just said, because my wife was just telling me something similar to that what are the odds of these major people calling my phone all the time? Like, I'm talking to this day. Yeah. She was like, such and such was just in front of our house waiting for you yesterday. When I was coming from your spot, when I was coming from Delaware yesterday, I had somebody that was in front of my in front of on my block yesterday, just waiting until I got back from Delaware, because we came back. We took a little longer than I expected. Yeah. But I'll tell you who he was later on. But he was in front of my house waiting for 45 minutes for me to get back from just for me to talk to him about something that he wanted to deal with.
That's
so
crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're
So
glad that
I'm
Jay-Z
about
had
to
that kind of patience. I'm speaking it into the universe. I'm speaking it into the universe.
God, as you be scared me. God, as you be scared me sometimes.
Listen, no,
But
because
anyway,
you understand that. You see how all of a sudden, like we said, when we talk about this show right here, it's not really a show. This is a broadcast to prepare the masses
yes.
for the next paradigm that we're going to be
Paradigm
in.
shift.
This
we
is
going
not
through.
a show.
That's right.
You know
not
what
a
I'm
regular
saying?
platform.
And when we talk about we talk about terraforming and preparing the people. Sebi terraformed the planet.
Facts.
He terraformed the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And changed. I mean, and I'm a person. I create herbs, and I'm a manufacturer. I'm a holistic manufacturer, if you want to say it like that. I still do it the old school way, hands on. Even though I'm getting ready to get a small operation, because I still like things being
old
made.
school way is the best way.
Yeah, absolutely, because like you said, I know what I put in there. I know where it came from. So being in that kind of field, we get to have these conversations with growers and suppliers and harvesters. You know, and
there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that the people that's just going to mainstream.
These people don't even know why they're selling out of CMOS.
Yeah,
I'm talking about suppliers. Like
they don't even understand
why
the supply and demand.
Yeah, everybody just all of a sudden, and we've been sold out for months.
They don't know nothing about Sebi. They don't know nothing about him.
Sebi. Sebi terraformed the planet. Everybody's talking about Alkaline now.
Yeah,
you know, everybody's talking about herbs. You know, the healers.
Hello? Hello? Are you guys there? Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check.
Y'all still there? Oh, beloved. I don't know. We was putting out that etheric energy. So listen. Now, y'all hear me now? Give me 9s if y'all can hear me. We good. Give me 9s. All right. So if y'all can hear me, let me get some 9s, y'all. Everybody there? Everybody there? You hear me, Mom?
Yeah.
You hear me? All right. Okay. I see y'all coming through. Okay, so damn, we got frozen right at the end. Just listen, Mr. G, just so you know, we didn't get off. We didn't sign off. The whole joint just froze on us. I have no idea what that was about, but we want to say we appreciate Mr. G for coming through. We're going to go through the emails, and we're going to see the time frame in which the emails came through, and we're going to send Mr. G 10 of those emails, and he's going to send y'all the audios of his book, My Journey with Dr. Sebi. You know what I'm saying? That's our brother. We love to love him. He's straight up and down like 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying, family? So that is what it is. And honestly, so check it, right? This is a double header. So we have an interview coming up at 7 o'clock with the Grand Sheikh Taj Tariq Bey. I know the brother was waiting, and then he disappeared, but I'm going to call him. That's, we good. Yeah, so about to send, I appreciate that, Miss Infinity 9. Yeah, so we're gonna send the and so we about to sign off for like 20 minutes. We're gonna sign off, and then I'm gonna come back on. And so that's the time for everybody to get a break. Well, I'm gonna take a break real fast. And then we coming back on with the Grand Sheikh Taj Tariq Bey, and we're gonna talk about this nationality thing. We're going to talk about corporate fictions, and we're going to talk about the direction, the trajectory, the future of the Moorish nation. I got Dr. G, she's on my back about this link, because she does things a certain way, But listen, y'all. So look, I'm about to sign out so that I can put a new breakdown, a description, and everything for the Grand Sheikh. So when he come in, we got in the next 15-20 minutes, we could be, you know what I'm saying? We could be all in, man. Appreciate you, God. I appreciate you, and thank you for the love. I shook. And please remember to like, to share, you know what I'm saying? To comment, good or bad, it's okay. All the energy is appreciated. And you know what I'm saying? You already know. Go look. You heard what Mr. G's talking about that CMOS. Y'all got to get involved with that on the naturalnatureherbs.com. I'm telling you, it's not just hype. We get busy. So we gonna be back. I'm gonna sign off, and we be back in like basically 10-15 minutes with a new breakdown, and I could send Dr. G this link for the Sheikh, because she on my back. Yo, love is love. I shook. Make sure y'all come back around. Your 15-20 minutes. Y'all come and get back involved. Get involved to evolve or dissolve. All right. Well, I do, family. So I'm going to end this broadcast, and I want y'all to get on back here. 20 minutes. Don't go nowhere. The God said play. I gotta change the description, God. You got me gassed. Don't do it like that. All right. Well, I do, family. Hold up.